What's going on, guys? Your boy Red Pill Canuck back again with another YouTube live stream. Shout out to the Canuck squad for being involved and being active on this YouTube channel, and Merry Christmas Eve to one and all. Shout out to everybody out there.
Ho, ho, ho.
And of course,
Merry Christmas.
we got good old Santa in the house. And welcome to our first annual 12 L's of Cheestmas. And you're probably wondering, RPC, what the heck are you talking about? Well, let me tell you a little story about good old Saint Nick. Good old Santa.
Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas.
Or I like to call him Present Daddy.
Get him, Daddy.
Oh, yeah, that's right, Santa.
Get him, Daddy.
Well, good old Saint Nick is well renowned for giving away gifts to good little boys and girls. So he has a list and he checks it twice to see who is naughty or nice. But he doesn't have anything for people who have done stupid things for the past year. And of course, that's where your boy RPC Claus with a Z comes into play. We are doing the 12 L's of Cheestmas, and let's get into our first story. But before we do that, kick back, relax, get your cocoa, and I want to thank you so much for spending your new Christmas Eve with me. I almost said New Year's. Yeah, buzzer to me. It's not New Year's yet, but you know, I might do a special New Year's special. We never know. We never know. But shout out to redpillcanuck.com, our daily pill, who has been here from the very beginning. And that's where we get all our stories, podcasts, and our newest addition to our lineup, Dear RPC, where you, the viewer, write in to get professional advice. And of course, not by professionals, and of course it's for entertainment purposes only. And if you're listening to us on alternative platforms, shout out to everybody on Spotify and good old Apple Podcasts. Thank you so much for the support for this past year. Shout out to you. Hit the follow button on the way in, and if you're on YouTube and on Twitter, and actually, that's another thing I forgot to mention. We are simulcasting on Twitter, Facebook, the main YouTube channel, and our Quick Hits channel, and good old Twitch. Shout out to everybody all over the world. We're here, we're here, we're here. And the good thing is, it looks like our levels are good, so it's not going to be like when we did our game night, where we were dropping like flies. I made sure I ran tests, I checked it twice, and I made sure our stream was nice, not naughty. Anyway. But we are having a little bit of a storm here in good old Canada, so hopefully we keep the power up. So far it's been good, but yada, yada, yada. Let's get into it. Now we're going to get into our first story. Before we get to the 12 L's of Christmas, let's get to our first story. Good old Robert De Niro gets robbed for his Christmas presents. Now, you can make this ish up. First of all, Robert De Niro is known for so many mafia movies. Why would you want to mess with this guy, first of all? Second of all, why the heck would you even try to... Okay, here's the thing that kind of pops into my head. Where the heck was security? This man has no security guarding his tree. Like, seriously? But let's get into the article here quickly. Woman arrested for stealing gifts under Robert De Niro's Christmas tree. New York City police arrested a woman caught stealing presents from beneath Robert De Niro's Christmas tree after breaking into the actor's apartment on the Upper East Side, early on Monday morning, according to police and media reports. How the hell did this person get in? I don't know. Police officers saw the woman enter the basement of the building at around 2:45 a.m. You see, y'all ain't sleeping at that time. What? Why are you guys up at 2:45 in the morning? It kind of makes you wonder. The people that are actually up at past midnight, they are definitely up to no good, and they should definitely be on the naughty list. But anyway, that's neither here or there. And of course, forced signs of forced entry, according to spokesman of the police department. A 30-year-old woman was known to police for a string of previous burglaries, arrests, and officers caught her inside the apartment stealing items. I wonder what was under that tree, though. You know, Robert De Niro, this man looks like he would give some good gifts. But anyway. Okay, so ABC News reported that she was stuffing presents from beneath the tree into a bag, and that De Niro was home at the time and came downstairs. Okay, this is like a Christmas story right here. You know when Santa is actually putting stuff under the tree? When he's putting stuff under the tree and the little kid just kind of pitter-patters downstairs. And then, Santa kind of goes, don't wake up everybody. This is definitely a reverse of that story. The woman in custody and charges are pending against her, a spokesman said, and the woman appeared in court. Raymond, I wonder, she's probably going to get community service, I have a feeling. Because what they're probably going to do is they're probably going to look at how much everything is worth. You never know. Okay, he said of course, De Niro had no comment and says the pair took place in a temporary rental home. Okay, so this is not even his house. So that kind of makes up for security. If this is going to happen, then definitely, I would keep it. I would keep this a temporary house. Interesting story. And you know what? One thing we haven't done in a while. We haven't done a Ratchet Cinema in a while, have we? We got a special holiday edition of Ratchet Cinema. Let's roll the intro. Now, of course, we have two videos here for Ratchet Cinema. It's not really Ratchet, but it's more comical than anything. Now, as you know, the holiday season is upon us. People will be getting their drinks on, and you know what? Sometimes you can't find an Uber. Well, I guarantee you are not going to think of something that this guy did. This is a Santa from the year 2030. This man is in the future. I'm telling you, he is in the future. But you know what? Let's roll the clip. Now, when you kid, and this is taking place in Buffalo. Shout out to Buffalo, home of the other white meat. But obviously, probably, it's a holiday season. You can't find a taxi. You can't find an Uber. Let me roll that clip again. Look at this man. This man is thinking outside the box. Shout out to him. Shout out to him. But where the heck did he get those two dogs from? Where did he get those dogs from? Seriously. And look at this. He has his little cart. He has his little sleigh there. Oh, boy. Shout out to DMX, by the way. But yeah, that is super, super creative. Yeah, shout out to him. And of course, when you think of Santa, you have to think of the good old Grinch. And of course, we all know about the Grinch. How the Grinch decided to steal Christmas. But you ever heard of the Grinch deciding to steal your girl at a club? Now look how tall this green bastard is. This guy is huge. And she looks like she's enjoying it. Oh, yes. She don't want Santa. She wants the Grinch. Let's roll the film. Oh, good Lord. Good Lord. Oh my God. I'm telling you, y'all freaks out there. But look how tall this guy is. Let's roll the film again. Look at my brother there. He can't do nothing, can he? Man, he's just watching his girl there, just dancing with the Grinch. Oh, good Lord.
She belongs to the street.
Yes, she does. But you know what? She's looking at the Grinch. She's like,
Get him, Daddy.
oh, yeah. Yes, Mr. Grinch.
Get him, Daddy.
Let's keep going here. And of course, he tries to grab her, and the Grinch, he don't give two inch. He's just into it. Look, she's like, no, honey, I'm not ready. I'm with the Grinch.
Get him, Daddy.
Oh, yes, baby.
Get him, Daddy.
Good Lord. Yeah, I guarantee he's going to be going down her chimney on Christmas Eve. Oh, boy. Anyway, that's going to be it for our holiday edition of Ratchet Cinema. Let's roll the outro. Now, I have no idea what to say. Believe it or not, those two came on my feed like minutes before I went on the air. I literally had to go quick, and I had to load it up. But let's get into our 12 L's. Let's go into the first 6. Now, our first L of the evening, she's well known. And of course, some people who do know of her are ashamed to admit it. Yes. Drum roll for our number 12th L. Mia Khalifa. Yep, Mia Khalifa. I would like to say she's an ex-prawn star, but I think she's back in the industry again.
Bruh.
Yeah, she couldn't stay away. But anyway, I actually did a few videos about her throughout the year. And ironically, I was looking actually at my old footage, and you know what? I came far compared to the way I used to do videos. Look at this. Like, okay, it's behind the tree, but I had no chair back then. My posture wasn't even good either, but you know what? Thanks to you guys and all your support, I was able to get a chair. And I even have a tree for this year. But she actually takes our first L of the evening because, of course, she came out with the statement, selling your body to the army is worse than doing it for prawn. Yeah. And you know what? Like I said, I did do a video on this, and I did find her concept a little bit interesting. Until she continued. Then it just went downhill. It made no sense at all. Yeah. Now, it was actually a split reaction right down the middle. Some people agree with her, but of course, military people didn't.
Bruh.
And of course, they wouldn't. But anyway, so she actually gets the L for the first evening, not because of this, though. Not only because of this, because she could not stay quiet. She came out with another comment. That's her right there without the makeup. Yeah. Fellas, This is the woman you're oogling over. Yeah. She came out and blasted men. That's right, you fellas, for going out with younger girls.
Bruh.
She came out with this article, Mia Khalifa blasts men who date underdeveloped 18-year-old girls are known as predators. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I don't know, but that's her with the makeup there. Yep, she actually came out and said that. But ironically, she actually started her career when she was in her 20s. So who is she to talk? So here's the deal. And this is all, of course, alleged. She already got whatever she wanted from the industry and from men out there, y'all fellas, oogling over this individual. Now that she's in her 30s and been married twice, now she's calling you all preverts. But she wasn't calling you all preverts when she was at that age. Buzzer for her, first L for her. Yeah. I don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say. But that brings us to our 11th L of the evening. Drum roll, please. Good old Meghan Markle. I don't know what to say about Meghan. Meghan, you are taking L, the 11th L of the evening. Why? Because you can't stay quiet. You are royalty. You literally married into royalty. All you had to do was curtsy. That's it. You just had to curtsy and be respectable. No one expected anything from you except to be nice. But as soon you decide to become royalty, the first thing you decide to do is thinking that you can change things. You can't change anything. You ever heard the term you can't fight City Hall? Well, but you get it. You can't fight the monarchy. You had such a cushy position. I don't understand how you could drop the bag. All you really had to do was smile. That's all you had to do. And ironically, she's trying to forget where she came from because this article came out. And I actually did a video about this too. You can actually check it out on the channel here, where she regrets being objectified. And ironically, Deal or No Deal, which was actually a game show, shout out to Howie, was actually a game show where she first started her career, where she was first noticed, which actually led to bigger things. So the ironic thing is, if you, Meghan, didn't start out on Deal or No Deal, you would never would have went on to Suits. You never would have went on to 90210. You never would have actually met Harry because you wouldn't have been the C actress that you are today. And you never would have struck it big, but you fumbled the bag. Not only that, you brought your husband down with you. I have never seen something so ridiculous, but yeah, I don't know. But yeah, it is what it is. And of course, that brings us to number 10. Our number 10 L of the evening. Drum roll, please. Kim Kardashian. I don't know what to say about Kim. Now, Kim she had quite a tough year. First of all, she came out, and I actually did a video on this too, ironically. She came out and said that she would eat poop if it made her look good.
Bruh.
I don't know what to say. Are you kidding me? When I saw this article, at first I said, nah, that can't be. It can't be. Please let it not be so. But oh, it be so. Because she literally came out and said that she would eat poop every day if it helped her look younger. Now, this individual, shout out to her, by the way, is a very huge influencer. Whatever, like literally women out there, they dress like her. They do everything to be Kim Kardashian. Now, I'm not trying to rag on her. Let me be fair here. She is a huge influencer. The fashion industry pretty much revolves around her. Everybody wants to look like Kim. Don't you think if you came out and said that you would eat poop, don't you think your followers would do that too? I don't know what to say. Like, who is this? Okay, Kim, who's your agent? Honestly, who is your agent? Did they not screen you before you went through this interview? Did they not prep you? Did they not, I don't know, watch over you before you made this comment? And this is not the worst thing, too. She actually got caught up in a crypto scam, which led to being a pump and dump. And I actually did a video about that as well. It's actually on my main channel. And again, shout out to her. She actually does make good money. Like, to be fair, she does make some good money. But with this whole crypto incident, she literally had to pay out I think it was like $1.3 million. But with one Instagram post, she makes 1.6. So yeah. And then, it hasn't been a good year for Kim, has it? And of course, good old Kim decided they finally finalized their divorce with Kanye. Shout out to Kanye. And she's taking child support from a man who's going through cancellation. Well, I'm not sure if he's going to be canceled, to be honest with you, because he's not going to be canceled. Mark my words. But a man that she makes more money than on the books at this current time. She makes more money than Kanye does. And she is getting $200,000 a month in child support. Are you kidding me? Why are you taking child support from a man that you are making more money than? Can please somebody make that make sense? Who was the judge in charge of this case? Did they not do an evaluation and look through the paperwork and say, you know what? Kanye lost all his deals with Adidas and with, I forgot what the other place is called, Baklavala, whatever. I don't know what the hell it's called. But anyway, that's not important. He lost deals with so many individuals. He doesn't have that money anymore. Why does Kim get $200,000 a month in child support? Do you know how much that is in a year? That's over $2 million a year. $2 million. Good Lord. I don't know what to say. I don't know. Priceless. I don't know what to say. Good Lord. And of course, that brings us to our number. What are we on? Number 9 now? Number 9. Drum roll, please. Kanye West. Honestly, it pains me to put you on the list. It pains me because, you know, honestly, I supported Kanye to a point. Because he does make sense on certain things. The man is creative. Let's give him that. He's creative. He's artistic. He makes money out of thin air. The man is he's skilled. But sometimes the man does not know when to be quiet. Or when to let up. Or who to mess. Fire of the beast.
Bruh.
This man literally got canceled from Twitter. I don't know how many times. I just know the last time he got reinstated, Elon, shout out to Elon, was nice enough to bring this man back to Twitter. And he fumbled it within 24 hours. 24 hours. Heck, I never got banned for that short period of time. Oh, boy. Kanye, I don't know what to say about you, man. I don't know what to say about like, honestly, I'm still a Kanye fan, believe it or not. But you know what? Dude, you have to know when to let up. We all know life is not fair. The industry is not fair. We do know things go in the shadows. But sometimes you just can't reveal it on your own, or it is not smart to reveal it on your own. Ay, 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 ay. And of course, you know, he's on the list because the poor man has to pay $2 million a year in child support. Now, I do have my theory about that, but we're trying to keep this stream up, so I'm not going to get into no conspiracy stuff. Yeah, I'm not ready for that yet. Trust me, I am not ready for that. Definitely not. And that brings us to our next individual. We're giving out another L. Drum roll, please. Where's my drum roll at? Britney Spears. Oh, good old Britney. Britney, you have to take this L. And why do you have to take this L? Because you damn lost your damn mind. I don't know what to say about Britney.
How dare you?
I don't know what to say about Britney anymore. I'm telling you, I think she honestly lost her mind. Why? As a 40-year-old individual. I think she's in her 40s, right? Britney's in her 40s? Yeah, she's 41 years old. Now, I'm not going to belittle her because of her age, because she does look not too bad for her age, so I will give her a round of applause for that. It is Christmas after all. I will give her a round of applause for that. But what I do not understand, how in the heck can you, Britney Spears, fumble the bag so bad? How can you? Honestly, how can you fumble this bag? I don't know what to say anymore. You're going around showing your tatas to people that don't want to see it.
Bruh.
Are you seeking for attention? And here's the thing. And you know what? I had a conversation with a few people at my work. Shout out to everybody at work who's watching me right now. We had a conversation about this, and everybody was saying, oh, you know what? It's a good thing that Britney is free now. I'm like, huh? Free from what? Yes, her parents were controlling her career in every aspect of her life. But now we see what they were really doing. They were really protecting her from herself. Now, when her parents were in charge of her career, you didn't see her posing nude every chance she got. Now, the deal is, and I did a video about this as well, and ironically, this is not the same thing. This is something else. I actually did this 2 months ago, where she ended up having a fight with her mom. You can check out the video, by the way. It's on the main channel. She actually had a fight with her mom, and, you know, they had some little Twitter war, and she went and did this. This is a new incident. She did it again. And apparently she did it while she was in Mexico. Good Lord.
Bruh.
I don't know what to say, honestly. I think she lost her mind. This is her. I don't know what to say. I think she's damn well lost her mind. She's lost her mind, I'm telling you. She has recently sparked concern amongst fans regarding her whereabouts. Now Britney Spears has shared another bizarre clip of herself topless in the shower while intensely staring at the camera. That looks freaking creepy, I'm telling you. That is creepy. Posing to her 41.6 million Instagram followers, the 41-year-old singer pushed up her cleavage as the shower ran on her. Why? Why, Britney? Why? Britney, listen. People don't want to see 41-year-old tatas anymore. Like, I don't know what to say. Where's her husband at? Yo, hubby, where are you at? Control your wife, please. Good Lord. I'm telling you, I think when her parents were taking care of her, I think they were probably protecting her from herself. And this is allegedly. Britney, I still love you, but you gotta stop. You gotta stop. You lost your damn mind. Oh, boy. And that brings us to, I think we're on number 7 now, aren't we? Let me. I thought I numbered these. Apparently I didn't. Shout out to me. I think I'm actually on number, hold on a second. I'm going to see where I am. Oh, yeah, I am on number 7. So number 7, she's not as well known as the other ones were. But she did spark a little bit of concern enough to come on my list. Pause. And of course, we're going to unload number 7. Number 7 is, drum roll, please. Now, I can't pronounce this name, and I'm going to butcher this name, and I did butcher when I did the video about this. Ucha Anya. Where's my buzzer? That's right, my dear. You get number 7. You are number 7L. This individual decided to go to Twitter when our queen, we actually mourned here in Canada, when our queen passed away, this individual could not wait to go to Twitter to laugh and dance on her grave. Yep. Okay, we got a little extra time there, but yeah. Shout out to the queen, wherever you are. Rest in peace. But this individual could not wait to dance on her grave. She literally put this here, and this was her tweet here. And I actually did a video on this as well. I've been busy. Do I actually have the video? I didn't pull up the video on this one, but you could actually check on my main channel. I thought I actually had it here. Apologies. Did I have it here? I have so many tabs open on my computer here. It's not even funny. I'm surprised my computer is still running. But this was the tweet that actually Twitter, and I believe Elon, good old Elon, probably took care of that. Video. So this was removed probably recently. But this is what she wrote. I heard the chief monarch of a thieving, graping, idol empire is finally deleting. may her pain be excruciating. Now, I don't care who it is. This was an individual who was human as you. Yet you went and danced on her grave. Now, I understand that maybe, and I think I mentioned this in the video that I did as well on this. She did apparently have some past relatives that were involved in the so-called monarchy genocidal thingy. So, of course, she had some hard feelings. I understand that. But as an individual with a blue check mark, a blue check mark too, which basically means people trust you. By the way, Elon, where's my check mark? Yeah, that's right. Your boy's being verified on Twitter. I should see my check mark soon, but yeah. Eventually, Elon will give it to me. But this individual, because she is a so-called professor, and she has a blue check mark, so people take whatever she says into context. Now, saying stuff like this, not only is it unprofessional, it is cruel. Like, why would you do that? Like, she literally destroyed her career because, ironically, her own university turned their back on her. Not only that, but good old Jeff Bezos came to the rescue and shut her down. Yeah, so I don't know what she hoped to accomplish here. I don't know if it was for clout, but this is the worst way to get any sort of clout. Yeah. I don't know what to say, but anyway, that's number 7. And number 6. We're up number 6. We're almost halfway there, ladies and gentlemen. So that way, once we're done, you guys can enjoy whatever Christmas is left or Christmas Eve. Make sure you have a drink for me because, yeah, your boy can't drink tonight. Yeah, your boy has a lot of stuff to do, but you know what it is, what it is. So let's get into number 6. Drum roll, please. Hafiz Baku. And you guys probably don't know who this is, but a lot of individuals, content creators knew who this individual is. He's actually quite well known. He is a media personality. He does have quite a bit of following YouTube channel, and he actually has his own fashion design company and whatnot. So, well-established man. I will give him his round of applause. I will give him his flowers. I'll give him his credit. But individuals who know who this is know that he recently went up in a debate with Coach Greg Adams. Shout out to Coach. Shout out to him. Went on a debate and got slaughtered. Now, he didn't get slaughtered because he didn't make good points. Now, this was actually probably one of the longest videos I did on my channel. Now, this actually was on my Quick Hits channel and my main channel. So, that was on both of them. So, ironically, if you actually watch the video, and it's a 3-hour video, so I'll give you the short version of it. Coach Greg Adams, the guy in the hoodie right here, looks like he's ready for war. He went on this show, and his area of expertise has to do with marriage. So the heated debate between these two individuals here was the concept of marriage. Now, ironically, Hafiz here, he actually was doing like regular content, everyday stuff. But then he decided to go into the red pill space because obviously a lot of content creators are kind of swaying that way because it's a newer genre. It's more exciting. It draws up more debate to get more views, to get more followings, and to put yourself on the map. So when he ended up doing that and changed his platform a little bit and go on to the red pill content, his following skyrocketed. I think he's like at 500,000 subscribers right now. But the funny thing is, though, he talks about red pill content, but doesn't follow the red pill concept. Now, a lot of people actually found that not only interesting, but kind of taking advantage of a genre which you do not believe in. Now, the funny thing is, with the whole red pill and whatnot, they talk about marriage and, you know, how it's good to have leverage before you get into marriage. Now, this individual was talking red pill stuff, but not following red pill concepts, which makes no sense. So anyway, long story short, he got into a debate here and he literally got slaughtered because he led with his feelings to a point where not only he was tripping over his own words, but he was contradicting himself.
Bruh.
Yeah, it was kind of sad. It was interesting, but it was sad at the same time. But I have to give you an L. Reason being is because you weren't being truthful to yourself as well as your viewers. You were putting yourself as a person that you didn't believe that you actually were, but were kind of leading yourself to believe that you were. I don't know if that makes any sense, but anyway. And ironically, this woman here, honestly, if I was on this debate, on this panel, I would have went in on her and they literally gave her a pass. Now, ironically, this individual here, she's been married for 20 years and she's on OnlyFans and she has kids. Everybody literally ignored her. And it's like these two were literally going at it. It was quite interesting. If you want to check out the video, it's literally on both channels. So there we go. So we are halfway through our list, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to you and shout out to our 6 winners of the L. Now, the reason why I decided, and I'm going to kind of sway away from this a little bit. The reason why I decided to do the 12 L's of Christmas is not to belittle anybody. It's not to make fun of their shortcomings. It's basically they can realize what they've done and learn from it, because this is a list that you do not want to be on. Now, in order to be on this list and to hold that L is to be wrong and not take accountability for it.
Bruh.
You're wrong and you stick to your wrongness instead of bettering yourself. Now, hopefully, these individuals will not be on this list for 2023, and hopefully they learn from it. But in the meantime, hold your L. Now, just to run down our top, our 6 that we did already. So number 12 was Mia Khalifa. Let's go right over here. So number 12 was Mia Khalifa right here. Number 11 was good old Megan. There's Megan there, smiling. And she doesn't look like she's being objectified at all, does she? She looks like she's enjoying it. But anyway, it is what it is. Number 10, we had good old Kim Kardashian. Kim K. And then number 9 was Kanye. Shout out to Kanye. He doesn't look happy there, but anyway, it is what it is. Number 8, we got crazy old Britney Spears, who's lost her damn mind. And I don't know why every little video that she's pointing out, why is she pushing her cleavage everywhere? Nobody wants to see that. But anyway. And of course, number 7, we had, well, how do you pronounce her name again? Uju Anya. The one who danced on the Queen's grave. Yeah, shout out to the Queen. And of course, we had Hafiz, who went on a debate and lost miserably. Now, we still have 6 more to go. We still have 6 more to go, but let's get into another ironic story for good old Christmas. And honestly, I don't believe this story one bit. I think this story is cap. Cappity cap cap.
Bruh.
But you know what? It's in the news. So I don't know. I just thought I reported. Honestly, ladies and gentlemen, you come to your own theory and decisions, but she don't look well at all. Good Lord. Ohio woman accused of trying to steal a Christmas tree by hiding it in her vajayjay. Good Lord. How is this even possible? It makes no sense. That's why I think this is cap. But I actually looked up this article, and it was on several different news sites. Now, you know how some news sites usually feed off each other? That could be the case, but I don't know. I think it's cap. You guys make the decision for yourself. I just thought it was laughs, honestly. Let's get into the article here. A Walmart store. Good old Walmart. Why all this craziness has to happen at Walmart? Do normal people go to Walmart anymore, honestly? Do normal people actually go to shop at Walmart and to go buy groceries or, you know, I don't know, live life normally? You're doing debauchery. You're doing craziness at Walmart. Good Lord. I'm telling you, Walmart's getting a lot of publicity regardless. But anyway. According to a police report, 43-year-old Wanda Brown took a 7.5 feet slim pine Christmas tree with her inside the store's restroom with the intent of inserting it entirely in her body cavities to steal it. Oh my God. This can't be real. There's no freaking way this can be. You know what, honestly? I'm going to have to do this. I really have to do this. I got to put the disclaimer up. I should have did this from the beginning. Viewer discretion is advised. This is not a regular Christmas special. Children, go to bed. It's dark outside. Santa's coming soon. Go to sleep. I know it's 6:45 in the evening, but yeah, you shouldn't be watching this. You should be watching, I don't know, watching Charlie Brown's Christmas special. But parents, if your children is watching this right now, then L to you, because this is an adult Christmas special. At the beginning of this stream, you saw debauchery happening. If you still had your kids in the room, then I don't know what to say. Not my fault. But anyway, it is what it is. Oh, God, let's continue with the story. Unfortunately, her pain caused by the insertion was too great, and she lost consciousness before the end of the process. This can't be real. This can't be real. She was found lying bloodied and senseless on the floor in the middle of the restroom by other customers who immediately decided to call 911. Wait, decided to? What? You don't decide to call on anybody. You just do it. Decided to call. What did they do? Did they literally just sit around and say, hey, you know what? This looks quite interesting, doesn't it? They all have their phones out and ish, and, you know, they're kind of taking, you know, photos to the gram beside her with the tree there, and, you know, kind of taking selfies and stuff. By the time they get all their photos done, they're like, hey, you know what? Let's decide to call 911. I don't know if that's actually how it went, but I wouldn't be surprised. This happened in Cincinnati. So, yeah, shout out to everybody in Cincinnati. Lucy Myers, one of the women who found Miss Brown and called the paramedics, says she thought the woman had been victimized and aggressively savage aggression. What? Extremely savage aggression. Okay, you know what? When individuals tell you to take it and shove it, they don't literally mean it. And apparently this is a quote here. When I saw her with at least 2 feet of a huge Christmas tree had been shoved down her general cavity, I thought it was the work of a sex maniac. This is too much. This is too much for Christmas Eve. Why am I reading this? Officers of the Cincinnati Police Department were rapidly dispatched to the site expecting a manhunt for an actual offender. According to the spokesperson, Captain Terrell Harris, the officers were in disbelief when they saw the footage of the security cameras and understood that the woman's wounds were self-inflicted during the ill-conceived criminal plan. Ah, good Lord. When we saw her go to the restroom with the tree and noticed that no one else entered before witnesses who called us, we understood it was instantly felt nauseous. That's the dumbest crime I've ever seen. This is to say the least. It's to say the least. Wanda Brown was transported to the University of Cincinnati Medical Center, where doctors still considered her condition critical but stable and no longer fear for her life. She suffered from severe lacerations, necessarily 375 stitches, and lost more than 2 liters of blood. Whew! She hasn't regained consciousness yet, but doctors expect her to do in several days. Miss Brown has a long criminal record, including several larceny charges, as well as other crimes like possession of counterfeit documents and even impersonating a police officer. Wait, hold on a second. Who the heck would think this is a police officer?
Bruh.
Good Lord. She faces 2 new charges of larceny and indecent exposure, but her lawyer has demanded a psychiatric evaluation to determine if she's fit to stand trial. If you're shoving something up your you-know-what, that's 6.5 feet, yeah, you got something wrong with you. The evaluation is set to take place when she regains consciousness and recovers from her injuries. This means her trial shouldn't take place till February or March of next year. Good Lord. You know what? She should have been on our list. She should, you know what? We're going to make her an honorable mention for NL. Good Lord. What a world we're living in, eh? What a world we're living in. Well, let's get back to the show. Shout out to everybody. We're getting into the top 6 L's of Cheestmas. Now, of course, it's been a very interesting year. In the financial sector, of course, a lot of us have lost quite a bit of money. A lot of us has made some money. Going through inflation, recession, all that fun stuff. It's been a roller coaster of a weird time. Which brings us to number 5. Number 5, drum roll, please. Oops, wrong person. Sam Friedman. Good old Sam Friedman.
Nope.
Yep, of course we all heard about the whole FTX scandal. I actually covered it here on my channel. And yeah, it's honestly one of the biggest frauds they actually have in the US right now. And yeah, this individual was caught in, well, they say he did it. I believe he did it. But at the same time, I don't think he worked at it alone. Allegedly. Now, a lot of people actually invested in FTX, and they called him a disgraced crypto entrepreneur. And he was actually freed. Okay, this I didn't actually even notice. He was freed on $250 million bond, but is due back in court in January. Now, you kind of wonder, where the heck did he get $250 million to bail himself? $30-year-old, because he's 30 years old. Where the heck did he get $250 million if the whole platform was taken down? Now, I guarantee they actually put this bond so high, thinking that he would not be able to bond out. But he was able to bond out, which kind of makes you wonder, doesn't it? Don't you think some of that money is hidden somewhere? Allegedly, of course. It has to be somewhere, because the normal person does not have that much money. I don't even have 0.5% of that. But of course, he's under high restrictions. He had to turn over his passport. He's on house arrest, and he's home with his parents. Well, you know what? His parents do have money as well, but $250 million? Because I think they're both lawyers, or one of them is a lawyer. And of course, he has to go through a mental health evaluation and yada, 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 all that fun stuff. But yeah, big L for him, because obviously he's not only taking this L because he was involved in this so-called scam, as they call it, or I don't know what you can call it, really, espionage or whatever. I don't know what you can call it. But reason being is because it looks like he was made to be a scapegoat. Now, I'm not saying he didn't do it, because he is definitely involved. Oh, he is involved for sure. For shizzle, for show. He is involved. But he is not 100% responsible, in my opinion. Now, not to be mean, he don't look bright enough to pull off a heist that big. No, he does not. I guarantee there was people also involved, and this guy ended up taking the fall for it. But yeah, L to him. Which brings us to our next honorable mention. And of course, this was actually very hard for me to do, to give this individual the L, because I'm quite a fan of his work. But after seeing what he was doing involved in this whole issue of FTX, I think it was only fitting to give him an L as well. Drum roll, please, for number 4. Kevin O'Leary. And it pains me to give you this L. And you know what? I know you tried. You tried your best being an investor in FTX. You were trying your best to be as transparent as possible. But a lot of stuff seems a little suspicious, allegedly. And a lot of stuff is coming out into the open. Now, I also did a video on this. You could check it out on my main channel. And I will be following this story as well. But the issue that I have with Mr. O'Leary is that, not because he was an investor in FTX, you know, we all make decisions that we're not happy about. We all make mistakes. It's only human, especially in investing. The reason why I'm giving him the L, because one, he didn't do his due diligence when he was doing his research before signing on and being a spokesperson for FTX. Usually when you take on that role of being a influencer, to be a spokesperson, you do your research. Now, he admitted he did not do his research. He assumed that everybody else did. Now, for somebody who's involved in a lot of investments, and he has a very impressive portfolio. Now, I'm going to give him his credit for that. Now, this man is not a stupid person. He's quite intelligent, which was, again, it was hard for me to give him that L. But the way he exhibited himself when he was on CNBC towards the end of the interview, you can actually watch it again on my channel. When they asked him, do you think he did it? Instead of saying no, or I don't know, or no comment, he literally came out and said, are we convicting people that has not had their day in court yet? Why would you even go and say that? You should have stayed out of it, because now people are trying to group you up with this guy. Not only that, you got Binance on your tail now, calling you a liar. So now he literally has to fight on two fronts. Now, to give him his due credit as well, he did end up going on in front of the advisory committee in order to figure out what happened, give his take on it. Fine, I'll give him credit for that. But Kevin, stay out of it. You shouldn't have said what you said, because now you put yourself on the hook. And that's why you have to hold that L. It pains me, but you had to hold the L. That brings us to number 3. Now, number 3, it did pain me a little bit to give this individual the L. But I feel that we gave this individual enough ample opportunity to avoid the L. But he's stuck. And he put himself in that position. Drum roll, please, for number 3. Prince William, or I like to call Mr. Markle. Now, I don't know what to say about this guy, honestly. Like, I tried to give him the benefit of the doubt in every way possible. But every time I try to find an excuse to defend this man, something else comes out and literally makes me second guess what I want to say. Now, this was an individual that literally had everything on a silver platter for him. Now, being a part of the royal family is not easy, but you were born into it. A lot of people would have loved to be in Harry's position. A lot of people would have loved to be in Harry's position in order to live the life that he did. Now, again, it would have been a little bit of time for him to be king. I actually don't think he wanted to be king, but he was literally financially set. Now, of course, a lot of normies out there are saying that, oh, he did it for love. Oh, he met the girl of his dreams. When they went on that first date, he knew that she was the woman for him, and he wanted nobody else. Not realizing that she would literally destroy him. This individual has made Harry's life a living hell. And allegedly, of course, but based on what I see, You put the man in front of Oprah. And if you actually watch the interview on Oprah, he sat there like a sad little puppy. I don't know it was painful to watch. It's like Megan led the whole interview. It was sad. Then you have her podcast on Spotify, where literally Spotify gave, I think they lost about $30 million approximately, allegedly, of course. I don't know the exact number, but they lost a lot of money on the podcast because a lot of people are not listening. She's literally clucking and not making any sense on her podcast, so it doesn't have a viewership. And then put the icing on the cake, you come out with a whole Netflix series. When again, you're bashing the royal family and you expect Harry to sit there like a dunce and take it. But of course, he has to because they have I think they have 2, 3 kids now? So if he was to divorce her, she would divorce Grape him to kingdom come. So he's stuck. He is not in a bind. He is trapped. And for that, sir, I have to give you the L. I have to give you the L. And also, if you actually look at here, as of January 2020, Harry and Meghan shared their decision to be financially independent from the royal family. Which means they are broke. Well, not broke, but, not as much. And here's the interview I was talking about. Sad. I don't know. It's very sad. If you watch this interview, it's painful to watch. Because these two are literally talking. Oprah and Meghan are literally talking. He's just sitting there. It's sad. And I love how it says that they share the decision.
Bruh.
Really? They share the decision? I don't think they shared the decision. I think it was Meghan's idea. I'm telling you, poor Harry does not have a leg to stand on. And he is stuck. Sad. Sad, 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 sad. And of course, you must take this L, sir. You are Sir Harry L. You will take this L. Which brings us to number 2. Now, these last two, it took me a while to decide who was going to be number 2 and who was going to be number 1. Because they were both equally honorable to take the first place of the L of 2022. But I had to flip some coins. I had to weigh the pros and the cons. Well, there's mostly cons, but I decided, you know what? It would have been too obvious if I gave this number 2 the number 1 position. So I gave him number 2. And of course, his actions were also considered, quote unquote, number 2. If you catch my drift. Now for our number 2 drum roll, please. Will Smith. Will, get your wife's name out of your mouth, Smith. Or I like to call him Will Simp. Good Lord. How this man destroyed his career all for the sake of a G.I. Joe joke. Which a lot of people thought was funny. And he himself thought was funny. You literally put the kibosh on your own career, which is sad. Which is sad, 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 sad. Because, don't get me wrong, Will's a very talented actor. He was a very talented actor the man had a lot of promise. Like, honestly, he had so much promise. I just don't understand how somebody could be so stupid to throw it all away because of a woman that does not respect him. Now, I could say allegedly, but it's only going to be half allegedly. Reason I'm saying half allegedly, because this woman literally cheated on this man, and he still took her back.
Bruh.
He still took her back. I don't
Bruh.
understand it. But of course, that's their thing. There was rumors that they had an open relationship, so maybe that was part of it. I don't know. It's not my business. And of course, allegedly. But to go and do something so feminine. This is, you know what, ladies, I'm going to give you credit. And also because it's Christmas. I don't even see a woman doing this. Leading with her feelings, whatever. I don't even see a woman acting like this. This was honestly, there was no words for me to say when I saw this. But I know one thing for sure. If it was somebody else on that stage, like say The Rock, we're talking about not Chris Rock, we're talking about The Rock, Dwayne Johnson. If he was on stage, do you think that this would have taken place?
Nope.
Of course not. And if it was a certain individual, a part of a certain culture, it's not. Because obviously, this looks, honestly, it looks like Will was being a bully. It really does. And you know what? Honestly, it is sad. But Will, you got what you deserve. And of course, let us go down. He did apologize, and I did do a video on that as well. But honestly, this apology was ridiculous. Honestly, it literally looked like his wife probably was recording it. It looks like he was doing a terrorist. It looks like he was doing a terrorist negotiation. It was sad. If I would have gotten an apology like that, there's no way in the heck I would have accepted that apology. And to this day, and this is allegedly, I don't even think he went face to face and apologized to Chris. I don't think he did. He didn't do it. And sadly, he did come out with a movie, and he thought it was going to do well. And oh, actually, no, this is about the, you see, look at this view. Does this look like a proper setting for an apology? God damn. And the sad thing is, Will did try to make an attempt to come back with his new movie. I wouldn't have did a movie like that. It's kind of poor taste in my opinion. But of course, his movie is bombing. Yeah, it is not doing well at all. And he thought that he was going to get back to the Academy Awards, which he's not going to. It is sad, sad, sad. I don't know what to say. And look at this. Of course, there's the happy family here. And you got the individual that basically made him ruin his own career. And of course, she's smiling. But here's the thing, though. If you know how they say a picture says 1,000 words. Look at Jada and Will. Look. Does this look like a happily married couple to you? Doesn't really, does it? I don't know. I think he probably does. You know what? I'm not doubting that he regrets doing what he did. we all have regrets, but the problem is that first of all, you took too damn long to apologize. You took frickin' 4 months to apologize. Apparently he went to India and I don't know, he did some spiritual guidance mission thing. I don't know what the hell he was doing. Honestly, he should have apologized that night. He should have manned up and said, you know what? Or you know what? He shouldn't have did it to begin with. I wouldn't have done it. Just let it go. If you look at the footage, he was laughing at the joke until she gave him the cut eye and said, Will, pounce. Wrong button. I meant that. Sad. But yeah, honestly, I would have nipped it right in the butt right in the beginning in order to diffuse the situation, but he didn't do that. He waited too long. So that way, when he decided to come out with his apology, first of all, it didn't look legit. It looked weird to me. And second of all, it just didn't, I don't know, it didn't seem genuine. You know what I mean? I don't know. Anyway, it is what it is. But of course, Will, you have to take that L. And of course, he is number 2. Which brings us to the number 1 L holder of 2022. Now, you're probably wondering, who can hold an L as big as Will Smith? Now, again, it took me a while to debate between these two. But of course, no one can hold it more than this individual here. The number 1 L holder of our first annual 2022 12 L's of Cheestmas goes to, drum roll, President Joe Biden. Now, it took me a while again to decide I was going to give him the L. But honestly, he's done so much ridiculous things which made, not only did it make any sense, but it was poor decision making as a whole. Now, if I wouldn't have put him in this nomination, it wouldn't be fair. Now, nobody is above the concept of holding an L. Now, being a president of a nation, you're basically up there. You are held to a certain echelon of knowledge and expertise. You're literally trusted with a country. Me personally, I wouldn't trust him with a glass of water. Now, I can actually say that because I'm living here in Canada, so I'm good. Hopefully. No, but seriously, honestly, like, he's trying so bad to get back into office. First of all, he comes out with a student loan program, and I actually did do a video on that as well. You could check it out on my main channel. And of course, he goes around saying, and this is called, of course, alleged, saying that he was able to pass it through Congress. And when he went and they tried to verify it, he was never even there. Now, how can you be a president and lie to your people that you done something and didn't even do it?
Bruh.
Now you have individuals waiting around for something that may not happen. Now, it could happen, but the thing is, though, is that it was done all wrong. Just because you are the president of the United States does not mean You can make your own decisions.
Bruh.
You can't. It has to go through certain avenues. And as an individual that is held to a certain echelon, you should know this. Now, I don't understand. Now, the funny thing is that and this individual got voted in because there was so much hate for Trump and there was nobody else. Now, ask anybody who voted for them. Are you happy with him? Of course not. But you know what? That's not the biggest L. This is only a partial L that I'm going to give this individual. Because you know what? This could actually go through. You never know. It's a possibility. Weirder stuff has happened, including in politics. It could happen. But the funny thing is, though, which is an even bigger L, is that you swap a basketball player for a known warrior terrorist. You may have started, allegedly, World War III. And you traded it for a basketball player instead of another prisoner who is a Marine who's fought for the very country that we're trying to protect. Now, I don't get it. And there's a lot of backlash that's actually going on in it as well. Now, I'm not saying that, Brittany Griner, I'm not saying that she doesn't deserve freedom, but you know what? Honestly, now I'm going to be fair here. Now, Brittany is she's going to be an honorable mention for our L's. You go to a country, and just because the country you're from, you're allowed to do something, you don't go and do it in somebody else's country. That makes no sense. It's like I go into your house and I just go into your fridge and figure, you know what? I'm allowed to go into my fridge at my house. I'm going to go into your fridge as well. She obviously knew what she was doing. What she did was wrong. Now, to be fair, the 9 years that she got, I know it was a political move. Honestly, 9 years for weed, it did seem like an ambush. I'll be fair. But to trade a known Russian arms dealer for a women's basketball player makes no sense. It's literally like trading a turkey dinner for a can of Campbell's soup.
Bruh.
I don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say, honestly. It makes no sense to me. Which is why I'm glad I am not the president. I am not in any political aspect. Because you know what? Honestly, it makes no sense to me. Now, this could have been a political move. That's why he's done it. Or he decided to do it this way. You never know. Anything is possible. But honestly, I wouldn't have did it. It makes no sense to me. We're in interesting times, ladies and gentlemen. We're definitely in interesting times. But Mr. Joe Biden, President Biden, salute to you. You are our first 2022 winner of our L. And I can't think of a better person to take that L. Well, that's gonna be it, ladies and gentlemen, for this stream. Let's go through the final rundown for everybody's who just coming on now. So number 12, we had Mia Khalifa, good old Mia Khalifa. We had Meghan Markle as number 11. Where's Meghan at? This is all out of order. There we go. We got Meghan for number 11. We had Kim Kardashian for number 10. And we had our boy Kanye. I didn't want to put Kanye on here, but you know what? some stuff that he did say was out of the ordinary, so I had to give him that L. So he's number 9. We got Brittany, I want to show my titties all over the place, Spears, as number 8. We have Anya for dancing on the Queen's grave as number 7. We have Afis, who basically is trying to be an undercover red pill content creator who got exposed. Number 5, we have Mr. Friedman, who basically, or Friedman, whatever his name is, Bankman, whatever. Well, Friedman, he's actually free now. He's number 5. We have Kevin O'Leary, which pains me to give Kevin, honestly. It pains me to give you an L, but you were number 4. We have good old Simp Prince Harry, Mr. Markle, as number 3. We got Will Simp Smith, whose career, I don't know what to say about his career anymore. Who knows if his career is going to survive this, especially with this movie bombing. He had number 2, and of course, good old Joe Biden as number 1. Shout out to all our contestants and our winners. Shout out to them. But of course, before we go, there was a few honorable mentions that we forgot. So we're going to put them up on the screen really quickly here. So when I was doing this, it was, I decided if I was going to do this or not, but we'll put them up here. John Deloney. Now, this individual, if you actually listen to he's a content creator as well. He's on here on YouTube. If you listen to his relationship advice, yeah, good luck. Good luck. Like, every time there's some sort of relationship advice, he literally, about 90% of the time, takes the woman's side and makes the man feel like crap. Now, I don't know what kind of therapist this man is, but shout out to him. If you go and take his advice for marriage advice, yeah, good luck. And of course, next on our list, we have poor man Tyrese Gibson. Now, I'm a fan of this individual. Like, he's very talented, but this man is crying all over the place. Like, he seems like a cool guy to chill with. Like, he seems down to earth, but this man is crying, and all the time, he's always getting into these weird situations. And of course, what put the icing on the cake, he had to put a video on Instagram of shaving his girlfriend's cooch. And saying this what a man does. Good Lord. I was going to put you on the list, but you know what? It is an honorable mention. And of course, our last honorable mention, and this was a late entry. Good old Meg the Stallion. Now, I've never really been too much of a fan of her music, but to literally lie on the stand that you got shot by your man and was still able to get away with it, allegedly, I really don't know what to say. And plus the way I don't know, you know what, I'm not going to get into it, but she is an honorable mention. If you want to look up the case, it's all over on YouTube and all over on Google. Look it up. She literally lied on the stand and got away with it, the way I saw it. But anyway, it is what it is. But that's going to be it for this episode. Now, I'm not sure if I'm going to keep this stream on the Quick Hits channel. I might keep it on the main channel. I haven't decided yet. But I definitely cannot keep it on both channels, on both YouTube channels, because for weird reasons, apparently, they thought the channel was owned by two different people. So basically, I was copying myself, caused problems, so that way I don't run into the same issue again. We're going to keep it on one of the channels, so If you're subscribed to both of them, you'll find it on one of them. And it is what it is. But anyway, thanks so much, ladies and gentlemen, for watching this episode of the 12 L's of Christmas, our first annual. It was fun to do, honestly. And I just hope everybody who was on this list, on my L list, hopefully you don't make the same mistakes in 2023. I like when people learn from their mistakes. Everybody does stupid things. Me personally, I've done stupid things too. But you know what? If you learn from it, that's all that matters. But if you make the same mistake again, then you know what? You're going to be on this list in 2023. Anyway, shout out to everybody on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Thanks for watching. And of course, shout out to redpillcanuck.com, our daily pill where we do all our news articles and whatnot. And shout out to you on YouTube and everybody that was listening. Shout out to everybody on Facebook, on Twitter, on both our YouTube channels, and of course on Twitch. Thanks for watching and thanks for spending this valuable time with me because I know it's Christmas Eve and I know a lot of you are going to watch the replay anyway. But I do appreciate your time and I do appreciate you as a watcher and as a supporter. I couldn't have done all these videos without you. Without the motivation, without the likes, without the views, and without the people even have been with me from the beginning. And I do appreciate and I love you all. And that's going to be it for this episode. Merry Christmas to all. And of course, to all a good night. Let's do our Santa here.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas!
I couldn't have said it better. And you know what? AKA
Get 'em, Daddy.
Santa Daddy. Well, hopefully you guys get whatever you want for Christmas and you have a wonderful holiday season with your loved ones and all that fun stuff. And I will see you guys in the next one. Take care of yourselves. And again, Merry Christmas. Later.